Welcome to Frywall Fridays. Today we're going to be making fried rice. It's a great way to use 3 or 4 cups of leftover rice and turn that into an entire meal. When you're making Chinese food, it's great to have a wok. They hold a lot of things, they have a large cooking surface, but the fact is we don't all have one. Woks take up a lot of room, and if you don't always cook Chinese food, it might not be worth your time and your space. So today, we're going to be using a regular old 12-inch skillet. Once you put your Frywall into it, you're going to have not just splatter protection, you're also going to have a lot of room to work with without worrying about anything spilling out of your pan. Now, let's go to the ingredients for today's meal. You're going to want about 4 cups of rice that's been previously cooked and had a chance to cool down. If you've had it in the refrigerator overnight, that's great. And then a protein. We're using chicken today, but feel free to use something else, maybe beef or pork or tofu if you prefer that. You're going to want some aromatics. We have a mix of scallions and carrots and peppers. We also have garlic and ginger. And you're also going to want some kind of vegetable. We are using peas today, but if you like mushrooms, you can add those either in addition or instead, or use another vegetable if you prefer. And we also have some egg. At the end, we're also going to want to add some extra flavor. And now here we're using a mix of wine, white wine, soy sauce, and a little bit of sesame oil. Let's get started. Now we have our pan and our Frywall set up, and we've given the pan a chance to heat up. The key to this is you really want to cook on high temperature, and you want to get all the flavor sealed in. Now we're going to add about a tablespoon of oil and our aromatic ingredients. So we have the white part of the scallions, have our carrots, and we have our peppers. We're going to cook these down for about 5 minutes or so until the vegetables begin to brown and soften a bit. So the vegetables have been cooking for actually about 3 minutes. They look done, so I'm going to take them out. They've begun to soften. We don't want them to overcook. We're going to take this out and get the pan ready for our next ingredient, which is going to be the protein, the chicken in this case. And now we're going to go ahead and add the chicken. We've used dark meat for this recipe. You can use breast meat if you prefer, or again, a different kind of protein. We're going to cook that for again about 4 or 5 minutes until the chicken starts to get springy, which tells you that it is cooked through. And the chicken at this point is just about done. You can see it's kind of springy, which tells me it is cooked through. We're also now going to add the green peas, just long enough for them to warm up. And then we're going to take these ingredients out and put them in the bowl with the vegetables that we prepared earlier. We're getting towards the finish line now. We're going to add a little more oil, as well as garlic, ginger, egg, and then finally the rice. Now, you're going to want to stir that for just about 10-15 seconds, just until there's nice aroma coming out of that. And then you're going to want to add the eggs. Mix that around until the eggs are cooked. And at this point, we're going to want to add the rice. The rice is going to be a little bit clumpy, it always is. We know that this is done when the rice begins to separate and get a little bit dried out. I'm going to keep on pressing and breaking up that rice. You see, the nice thing about the Frywall here is it lets us really stir fry and mix with abandon. We don't have to worry about anything falling out of the Frywall. We're now ready to add back our vegetables and our protein. It's great to have all this room to play with and not worry about anything falling out of the pan. Otherwise, it would be pretty hard to get all this into a 12-inch skillet without having a real mess on your hands. I'm going to mix that all up. Those beautiful colors, this great aroma coming out of here. Now we're going to add our final wet ingredients. We have the white wine. We're going to want to add that first so that the alcohol burns off. Once that's nicely incorporated, we're going to add our soy sauce. And a little bit of sesame oil. And then to finish things off, remember we used the scallions at the very beginning. We're now going to use the green part of the scallions that we kept off at the beginning as a nice little kick and aroma at the end, which is really, really nice. And there we have it. This is ready to go. There you have it. A few cups of leftover rice, some protein, and some vegetables lying around the house, and you have a delicious meal without much cleanup.